One.
Good afternoon. My name is Natalie.
My name is Shelia.
As always, thank you for joining us for this week's SITREP. Before we introduce our guest, we will go over the services that MVPN and the Veterans One Stop provides. So as you know, Military Veteran Peer Network, we offer peer support services. So that includes one-on-one peer support. And we also offer peer support groups. So currently we have some active peer support groups, and that includes Yarnaholics, which is our general crochet group open to all the public. We also have Pathfinders, which is our peer support group for service members and veterans. We have the other side, which is for dependents and family members. We also have Written Memories, which is our journaling peer support open to everyone. And we also have Haven, which stands for Harassment, Assault, Violence, and Now for anyone who's experienced any type of sexual trauma, sexual assault. We also assist with community resources so that it doesn't matter what type of resources you're in need, whether you need employment, housing, rental and utility, where to do your taxes, literally anything that you can think of, we can assist and refer you to the proper agency. We also provide suicide prevention and awareness trainings, and those include CALM, which stands for Counseling on Access to Lethal Means, SAFE training, which is in collaboration with the VA, mental health first aid for both youth and adults, and Ask About Suicide to Save a Life. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and turn it over to Shelia.
Thank you. I don't recall if she mentioned Open Doors, but we do have Open Doors peer support group, which is for the LGBTQ+ community. So as far as the Veterans One Stop Center, they do free counseling services for veterans, service members, and their family. It doesn't matter your discharge status. It doesn't matter if you're pre 9/11, post 9/11, they're going to go ahead and get you taken care of. And we typically get people in within a week. We also service people in Las Cruces and Alamogordo. We also have a couple of different agencies housed with us. We have TVC, Texas Veterans Commission Claims Department. So if you need assistance with filing your claim or you have questions about it, they can go ahead and get you taken care of. We have the education department, and so we have Western Governors University and Grand Canyon University. And the good thing about them is if you have any kind of questions about, starting your education, what path to take, they'll go ahead and get you squared away, and you don't have to necessarily go to their schools. So if you want to go to UTEP or EPCC or something like that, they'll get you linked up with appropriate people to make sure you're taken care of. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our guest for today. It's Mr. Henry Davis. He is the off-base transition trainer, and he's going to explain a little bit more about his program. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to introduce this awesome program that has just came to El Paso. For everyone, my name is Henry Davis. I am an Employment Resource Coordinator for OBTT, which stands for Off-Base Transition Training. It is a pilot program, an opportunity earned through services for veterans, including those currently serving in the reserves and National Guards, and including their spouses. These are all classroom workshops, and they are initially taking place in selected locations in 5 states, with the required expansion no less than 20 states by the end of the pilot program, which ends in 2027. These workshops are virtual instructor-led. A virtual instructor-led workshop offered through registration at www.dol.gov/OBTT workshops. The workshops that's done in person are also facilitated by a live facilitator, and they give awesome instructions. Now, the good thing about these workshops, or pilot programs, whichever one you want to call it, is that it's growing. It's been in operation since 2021, and currently is in California, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Texas. And the states that is covered in Texas are Austin, Dallas-Fort Worth, El Paso, Houston, and San Antonio. And they're awesome programs. Now, the programs are consisted of 10 separate 2-hour workshops tailored to allow attendees to take control of their career and meet their employment goals, maximize their career potentials, and increase the health of the national economy. And how we do that. But these are workshops. We have 10 2-hour workshops, which include your next move, And your next move, this workshop explores the interest profiling, skill matching, and general labor market information, the LMI. It is designed to introduce the basic needs to begin career exploration. So if you don't know what your career is, what your hard skills or soft skills are, this course that we offer, and it's a 2-hour course, will help you identify those and how to use them. Next is marketing yourself and other job search tactics. This is where you take that skills you just identified, the hard skills, soft skills, and you put them together to make yourself more marketable to employers so you can get hired. That's the whole goal of this, is to get you ready to get hired. Our next course is Understanding Resume Essentials. This workshop covers the elements of a resume, provide job seekers with techniques to create an effective document that employers will notice. Also, this Understanding Resume Essential will let you know and show you how employers look at your resume. How much time do they spend on that resume? And how important it is to have a target resume and a master resume. The next course is Create Your Resume and Writing Workshop. This is basically a workshop to provide attendees the time to craft an initial resume or revise it currently. These 4 I just named is what we call our core workshops. And the core workshops get you started out there in the world, in the job seeking world. Our next 6 courses are interview skills, very important. Interview skills, we're gonna take you through mock interviews. And this workshop aims to provide attendees with the tools and confidence they need to ace that job interview. So it's important that if you're looking for a job, you got an interview coming up, come and take this course, and we'll take you through a mock interview. The next one is federal hiring. This workshop covers the basic of federal hiring, civil service, special hiring authorities, and other resources for federal job search. And the next one is LinkedIn profile. Now, I like LinkedIn profile. I just did my LinkedIn. And what it does is walk attendees through how to create a compelling LinkedIn profile that can be used to build a professional brand and highlight experience. Pretty much, it's almost like a resume. You and I can become friends on LinkedIn. I can give you a referral just by typing it in and saying, Shelia Anthony is an outstanding worker, have worked with her in the past, very dependable, very reliable. And when employers come and look at your LinkedIn profile, they can look at all of that and see, what type of worker Shelia Anthony is. The next course is LinkedIn job search. Okay, this workshop explains how to proactively use LinkedIn for job searches and the tools LinkedIn provides to help find better employment in their matches. The last 2 is salary negotiations. Of course, this workshop is designed to take the mystery out of salary negotiations. Quite sure you're not going to come in and say, hey, I want to make $80,000 a year, but you only have an associate degree. Okay, but it does give you an idea of how to take that mystery out and what you can ask for comparable to your degree and your skill set. And the last one is employment rights. This workshop covers essential information on the American job fair labor standards, Vietnam era veterans, and Readjustment Assistance Act. If you go to war, National Guards and Reserves, come back, and you don't have a job, well, you can go to that one of those acts and find out that they can't do it. They have to hold a job for you or give you the training to go find a new one. Okay, so to register for this fine course, all right, what you have to do is go to www.dol.gov/OBTT workshops and choose the course of your choice. You have 10 to choose from. You can also take the virtual if you cannot make an in-person workshop. Okay, do you have any questions, Shelia? Or
Yes, or Natalie. So,
Or Natalie.
so 10 courses, how often do you hold the workshops? Like, is it a set calendar that you do, or how does that work?
Okay, so how it works, these workshops are done throughout El Paso. Currently, they're done at the Workforce Solutions on Dyer, and this is done on Dyer every other week. And we also do them at the Workforce Solutions on North Loop, also done every other week. And we just currently started at the One Stop, which hopefully that'll become a 1 week out of a month. These classes are every week on a Thursday, there's a course going on somewhere in El Paso.
Right. Do they do you have the same workshops throughout the community, or is it like North Loop might have have the particular set of workshops, and then Dyer has a particular, and then the One Stop has a particular, or are they all on the same calendar? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand what you're saying, and that's a good question. And the answer is no. I rotate all 10 courses. I may do, all depends on the host site, what they request. If we can have 3 courses, 2 courses, or even maybe 1 course. But I'll rotate them through, starting from the 4 cores and then go through the other 6. So at any given time, you would not get the same courses.
If someone was to sign up, do they have to sign up for all day, or can they sign up for like one particular workshop if that's all they're focusing on, or do they have to do the all day training?
No, and that's a good question that you asked, because these courses are designed where they could take 1, 2, or all 4 in one day if they want. You know, the choice is yours, and it works around their schedule. And if they can't make any in-person course, remember, they can always do the virtual. And the virtual, you'll still have a live facilitator. You'll still get the manuals. And currently, I forgot to mention, we do give certificates of completion for each course that a participant takes.
Is there a maximum number of times they can attend the workshop? So let's say I do the resume, and then I have a squirrel moment and like total brain dump of everything. Am I able to take the workshop again? Or is it like
Sure.
once and done?
Sure, you can take them as many times as you want. The books is yours to keep. And like you said, if you have that squirrel moment, you can always come back and attend that particular course if you want again.
And you said it's for veterans, you said reserves, National Guard, and their spouses. Is active duty able to participate in this? Like those that might be, getting ready to get out the military or anything like that?
Well, yes, they can attend, but they will not get credit.
Okay.
But we won't turn anyone away from the course. You know, sometime when they go to court, the course on post, which we are an extension of DOL TAP, then they might not get it then. So they can come to our course, but I will always tell them that they have to go through DOL TAP to get credit for their transitioning out.
Let's just say, because sometimes we have civilians, non-military affiliated contact us. Are they able to participate in the workshop? Even if they might not get credit, are they able to, just to get the information?
Well, I'm gonna say yes, because again, we don't turn anyone away, but these courses were designed for veterans, their spouses, National Guard, and reserves. But if they're just a civilian and they show up, then we're not gonna turn them away. They're gonna get that same quality training that the transition members are getting.
You have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. So let's say, I know you mentioned the site and individuals having to register for the courses. Let's say they're not that tech savvy. What could be an alternate route to register for these courses?
Well, what they can do is they could give me a call, and my number is 915-478-3995, and I can walk them through. When I send out all my flyers, there's a QR code at the bottom, and they can scan that QR code, and it'll take them directly to that site.
Okay. Good question. So do you do walk-ins by chance? So let's say someone just, happened to find the flyer last minute and it was like, you know what, I'm free, I want to stop by.
Yes, walk-ins are welcome. Come on, come on.
Get this information, get this knowledge.
Yes, get it. Let's get it. And they won't go away dissatisfied. I have an awesome facilitator. He works right now on post at DOL TAP. So when I need him, he'll come out here and facilitate the same courses. And the good thing about it is when on post, he facilitates to all senior non-commissioned officers and officers. So when he out here in the community, they're getting great, outstanding training and information for job searches.
Well, that's awesome. It sounds like a great program. I know we're constantly sharing your flyers and everything else. You know, I always tell people to take advantage of it. It's free information, you know, go ahead and take advantage and, you know, build up your toolkit.
Yes, yes. And the toolkit is growing. One Stop has stepped in and outstanding facility right now. Hopefully we can get more of the veteran population that comes through and get them trained up.
I think the more people are aware of the program, they'll probably be more coming out more to participate. You know, when anything's new, everybody's kind of hesitant. But I think what the OBTT has been going on for a while. So I think people are starting to hear it more and more and realize the benefits. So I think the workshop participants are definitely going to be increasing.
Yes, and this shows over the time, just from since we had the workshop at the One Stop, it has been increasing. More and more, instead of having onesie and twosies, we're having 4 and 5 participants per class now. So thanks to One Stop and y'all help and the other people in the El Paso area, it's growing. I think it's a needed program. It may be duplicate, but it's a needed program in the community.
Well,
and we also work with homeless.
Oh, that's awesome. I think it's good because, you know, obviously we have to go through TAP when we get out, but a lot of times most of us forget what we were taught in TAP. You know, we were just either you're stressed and you're trying to make sure your family's taken care of when you get out. So it's good to have this resource for once you are actually out and, you know, technically a civilian, to have this resource available to kind of get you back into, you know, the right stance for getting employment. So this is awesome.
Oh yeah, yes, it is. And even if you leave El Paso, and let's say you're moving to Dallas-Fort Worth, there's an employment resource coordinator for OBTT up there.
Awesome. And you said the website is www.dol.gov/OBTT workshops?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's the website that'll take you right there. Sign up for in-person or virtual.
All right. I don't have anything else. You? No, thank you. That was very informative. We truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy day, to join us. Yeah, thank you.
Well, no, thank you, Natalie, and thank you, Shelia, for allowing me to spend this time and just putting it out there. You know, I want to touch as many people as I can. I too used this program right before I became employed to become the OBTT ERC, Employment Resource Coordinator. And I tell you, I knew nothing about this new system they use for getting hired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't know anything, but now I'm getting there. Need any help, let me know, I got you.
See, that's good. Look, you have a testimony, so now you can advertise even more. Like, look, I'm a product of this.
Yeah, and truly, I am a product of this. Mm-hmm. Yes, but if there's nothing else, again, I appreciate the time, and it was fun.
Thank you. You stay safe out there.
You too.